Good morning, everybody. Today, I wanted to speak on this topic of women and environment. And please excuse me for my choked voice. Actually, there is some health issues about the cold and cough problem. Otherwise, the topic of women and environment is as such that we could very easily relate, you know. Uh, Women are regarded as the uh, not just the uh, unit of reproduction, but women does a lot of businesses which are not easily observed. It is not focused much. Very rarely we understand, we discuss about their role in economy, in decision making. So I have uploaded that picture of a report actually in the uh, editing of this live session that about only 18% of the environment ministers of the world are women, and only 6% of the ministers are there, women ministers in fishery. So that is a world report, and I will be discussing about the general, like the place which I am from, this country and this region. So this is the northeast part that I belong to, and here women are very much involved with nature. Women has got lots of connection with nature, so that is why the topic of women and environment becomes so essential for us to realize. Uh, so in this session actually I cannot use much of other equipments like techniques, so I'll be using some of the internet pictures that I have got here. So this is actually the Google map, Google search, showing some of the pictures that women are working women, how women are related, connected with nature. And rarely we find that women are in charge of any decision making. I had done a not degree, actually certificate course on insurance, where it was discussed that women can hardly take the decision of the family income. Whatever like income has been made, the money, so women cannot take much of the decision. She has to take the permission of the men or the whoever is there, the elder to it. So we find that environment is so much, like here you can see one tea garden worker. She carries a whole bunch of a whole bag of tea leaves on top of her head. And here again you can see that women are collecting firewood for the use at home. Then in fisheries also women are there, and they involve a lot of time in agriculture, of course. And even I had experienced this. I have seen women working a lot in agricultural field. So basically the sectors where women work are the agriculture, fishery, poultry, then art and craft. We can find that women find their involvement in various festives also. They are involved in all the cultural practices. Then a lot of folk dance, folk art, artifacts, pottery making, or the jewelry making, dressmaking. Different parts of India is having different dresses, dress types, and designs. So in all those works, women work a lot. They invest a lot of time to have very little earning, and they are preserving the culture also over there, and their involvement is not cherished much as whatever earning she gets, she can make a decision of that, whether she is able to make a say in her home or in her neighborhood, in the society. And then let us also think about the higher administrative post, the representatives, political representatives, how much they can make, women representative can make decision. Because in case of climate change, it could be said that women are involved in a lot of climate based works. Climate like agriculture, whenever there will be flood or drought, then the agriculture or fishery, poultry, that is severely affected. And be it the drought area, let us say that the Rajasthan and the deserted area where water availability is really so less, and women has to travel long distances in order to carry the drinking water. So uh, they are much affected because of the climate change. And let me say about the flood area in here in Assam, northeast area, landslide occurring. So there also, since the women community, they are involved in large numbers, so that affects them. And their physical health, their economic status, or the decision making, whether they can make the decision or not in her home, in her society, that affects the overall, like the say in the society, whether she is able to make some differences of whatever suffering she is doing. Because there are crimes, there are a lot of crimes that goes against women. They suffer a lot. The security at nightlife is not there. Of course, I have seen this in several parts of India. But let me share one experience, because this has actually said about the women's status, that when I was working in the country of Bhutan, there I was having the same feeling that I cannot move out in the night time. But people over there, they assured me that, madam, you do not have to worry about moving out in the roads at night time. Nothing wrong is going to happen with you, or your like your room, even if you do not lock it, then it is okay, because nobody is going to enter those room and steal your possession. So a difference I could find, the place that I belong, and that country of Bhutan. So there the security of women is there. At night also, during daytime, of course, women can go out and work, study whatever work we want to do. And at night also, the security is there. So this has really affected me a lot. And later on, when I had to teach this topic of women and environment and economy to my students, then I gave them this example that, uh, as an example, just see that if a place or a city, let us say, has security for women at night, then more of women would be working at night also, and that would increase the per head economy. Economy would increase if both men and women of the house are working, they are earning money. So and another place where that there is no security for women at night. So in comparison of the place where security is there, of course the economy would increase, and the woman involvement has actually increased together with the men, of course. So when I gave this example to my students, then very well they understood, because even they are suffering, those girls, they are also suffering, that security for women at night is not there. Now we hear a lot of incidents in news, especially that the crime against women or security of women and children is hampered, and those topics, those news actually reflects the grassroots level issues that we are suffering, that we all are seeing. And if the economy increase, then of course the poverty will also be elevated. Now if poverty is elevated, then the chances of robbery and thieves would decrease. Don't you think so? That if everybody is having a marginalized life, then nobody would go on for dacoity or robbery in another person's life, because there is a economic difference, there's an economic difference in our society. Somebody is very rich, somebody is below poverty line. So whoever is poor and they are not able to uh, achieve or acquire ways of increasing their economy, they only go for dacoity and robbery. That is true, that is a fact. And we need to realize this, that involvement of women and men both is essential for the sustainable use of natural resources. Men in the society, they have to earn money. So even if today the government has made a policy that there would be decrease in the basic grains, you know, rice and I think sugar and another item has been decreased. So good morning, sister. Good morning, Sanjayan. Hi. Hi. So today I wanted to discuss, bring out this topic of women and environment. When we say environment, we do not mean that something which is like I'll be talking about only about trees and birds. No, I have got a relationship with the tree and bird. I have got a relationship with the water bodies around me. So women community are really connected with the nature, and their basic security, decision making is related with the overall, like the sustainable economy, elevation of poverty, something which we are really trying hard, and even pollution, the case of pollution. Now women can very well acquire education. Education is not something that if one does in the childhood or the first 20 years, that is all. Even after that, today lots of women, they are acquiring education. So those education, those degrees would definitely make her in a proper, like knowledgeable way. She can very well, I have not, let me show some pictures, no. So whenever woman is educated, she has got a degree, she has got some knowledge about whatever work she is dealing with. Maybe it is the children at home, maybe it is about the diseases and nutrition. She can very well make use of those degrees. So education is very much essential, and it is benefiting for women, not because as a name of becoming an educated woman. You can see here that how climate change, like this is a flooded area and the woman is carrying one child, and on top of her head there's her luggage. So this is the condition. Somebody is asking some question. Yes, can I ask some question? Yes, sure, you can ask. If I agree, I want to show some four systems. Okay, you can write, please message your right, like whatever questions or queries you wanted to be discussed, please write. Actually, this is a topic which we generally would not discuss upon, but it is a very essential and important issue for us, the society, wherever we live. I have seen a society in rural environment, and also I am born and brought up in urban environment, so I know the kind of urban environment. Here again you can see that women are even working at construction sites. So whenever there is air pollution, let us say that because today in India we are discussing the topic of air pollution, so women community would be affected by air pollution. Construction sites workers, we find both small children and women community. Yes, so here again this is a picture of the desert areas of India, where the woman has to walk through several kilometers in order to carry drinking water. Drinking water is so much scarce in Rajasthan and the deserted areas that women, and it is the responsibility of the woman. The men would not go on carrying water. Until now, the services of no such services of water facility is available to them. They have to carry their pots of water on top of their head and then walk to several kilometers. In this age of artificial intelligence, we are talking about artificial intelligence and our voting rights, several kinds of rights that we have, but still somebody is having so much of problem. So this is a very big topic of a very vast topic, and we can relate the like the social security of women, and why it is important, because women can make certain drives in the society. In our society we find that a lot of significant, like, choices we can make, such as organic and inorganic, because the woman is the one who chooses for organic food or inorganic food. So very well, there the woman can make the decision, and that would affect the environment. If the woman knows about the difference between organic and inorganic food, then she can very well make a very good decision about health of our family first, and then the whole ecosystem. Women can really make that. And Ayurveda, yoga also, woman can make a drive in the society, because she can very well tell her friends we have got lots of friends. So we can very well make that drive in the society, in our society, wherever I am living or a woman is living. So women is also a drive maker. NGOs are there, but there also the involvement of women is really less. Message: struggle is more, rest of things are very less. Yes, struggle to definitely, but the information, every human being has to struggle, but certain information about the world, the time we are living, our coexistent people, how they are living, why some populace is more successful, because somewhere there is a difference in education first, difference in the political system also. Why I am saying political system, because we really find very less women representatives at political system. They are mostly in the worker levels, women's, they are there at the work. So both in the ground level also, because at home also, if home gardening becomes a drive, home gardening or yoga practice, naturopathy, those becomes a drive, then that could affect our environment to a lot of extent. And today, whatever like modern food, processed food, those are causing such havoc in the health of people that people are even dying, people could even die consuming those processed food. So women and like this drive at home gardening also can make that change. We need to encourage each other. And after PhD, till my PhD, I had this thinking that degrees are very much important. So that is how I had completed my degrees. But after having a degree also, the effect of the actual effect of degrees, education, if we want to see, then not just books will help, not just books will help, but the practical utility of that knowledge. If we do not impart those knowledges to the society, to the people we live, then it is of less meaning. Making piles of books, theses, would not be of much use. They would be lying in the government office, they would be lying in almiras, just like I have an almirah. So they would be lying uh, like piles of books, theses, and practically it won't be like used, practice. So it is not a matter of few years, but a long term, of course, and many people involvement is necessary. That is why I am making it as a YouTube video session, so that this whole channel I like to, yeah, say about these facts, that more people, because I have seen that people are involved in certain areas which does not give them satisfaction and profit and peace and good health, that any human being is eligible for. Our society is very much eligible for having peace and sustainability, but the focus of people is somewhere else, and the reality background is somewhere else. Giving priority to our environment, and that too, like different topics are there. Of course, I have mentioned about those topics, and woman involvement is very much essential. So woman could be a very good social drive, she can make many social drive. Then women leaders are needed, at policy making, then towards the crime against women, and uh, climate. Climate is also very much important. So this was all that I had got today about women and environment. So I'll be making more interesting videos with practical example that I have experienced in my life till now. I have got experiences of moving to places. Presently, I am not making much of traveling, but then if I go, then definitely I will make. So it is 25 minutes of time, and I think I can say bye bye if there is no such query right now. Thank you for joining me at this time. Even if you have queries, you can comment it in my comment section. Thank you. Bye bye.